notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Running Valentine Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. From 7 to 9. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9. It's Tingle and Co. It's Tingle and Co. From 7 to 9. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday from 7 to 9. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Running Valentine Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. From 7 to 9. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9. It's Tingle and Co. It's Tingle and Co. From 7 to 9. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday from 7 to 9. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Running Valentine Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. From 7 to 9. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9. It's Tingle and Co. It's Tingle and Co. From 7 to 9. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go.
All right. Good morning and welcome in. Welcome back from the weekend here on this Monday morning. Good morning to all of you. I would say glad to see all of your faces and names and profile pictures in the chat. Nobody's in there. Everybody get in the chat. If it's all 31 of you watching right now, get in the chat and tell us good morning. Because good morning to you. Lloyd, good morning to you.
Good morning to you. Don't be shy on a Monday.
Don't be shy on a Monday. This is getting the week. Got to get the week started right.
My camera works.
There he is. It's starting to feel like football season again, huh, Lloyd?
That's right. I can smell the green grass.
Ah, smell the Ponderosa in our future as fall camp getting locked and loaded this week, getting ready for fall camp. LSU football getting back on the field. Fall practice gets kicked off this week with the mindsets focused on August 30th. Lloyd, how was your weekend?
Excellent weekend. Excellent weekend.
What was on the docket?
We did. Oh, my buddy. Huge Happy Gilmore fan. And so drove to Alexandria just for one day because we had a little show. We had show meetings and such for the weekend. But for one day and one day only, he had a Happy Gilmore 2 watch party. And when I tell you, it was nothing less than I expected. When he goes all in, he goes all in.
Right.
Had stadium seating, double couches, up one and then lower one.
Double-decker.
And then his, I guess, wife, like fried mozzarella sticks, cooked the whole 9 yards. Like, we played a round of putt-putt in the house. Like, we went all out and then obviously watched the movie. A little, maybe on, a substance or two. And for my money, unbelievable sequel. The first hour is like in stitches. it gets a little, at some point you have to end the movie. It's not going to be as good as the first one, but I thought as far as a sequel goes, for a movie that iconic, the amount of callbacks, the amount of humor, how they set the whole thing up, I thought it was excellent, and people are knocking it. Like they expect, it's not going to be Ocean's 11.
Calling it the worst movie, an abomination, atrocious, but go through all the words that could be used. I'll ask the chat now their thoughts on Happy Gilmore 2 as it was dropped over the weekend, and everybody got to sit back and enjoy a sequel to a generational classic. I think a lot of people are watching the movie in a vacuum, which I don't understand why you would, because it's not a standalone film. It is a sequel to what is a generational classic, a movie in Happy Gilmore, the original, that breaks all generations. Like, it doesn't matter when you were born, you're going to love that movie. It's a classic.
I saw somebody on Twitter, they were like, I went and watched the first one, and it's like, sucks. It was a response to Josh Pate, who had like a couple, he always has takes on everything.
Of course.
And he's like, I actually went back and watched the original, it doesn't stand up. And he was like, get out of here.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
that's an asinine take.
Blasphemy.
Yeah, the first one is in
I went
lore.
back and watched the first one.
See, I didn't want to watch the first one
Before
to
I watched
set my
the second one.
expectations too high.
Well, I guess for me, when I'm watching a sequel, my expectations are never high. I have certain boxes I want checked, especially when it's a sequel that's being done
20 years
decades later. I want callbacks. I want
check.
Flashbacks.
Check.
Cameos.
Check.
Everything you got from this movie. And I want funny moments. I thought it was still funny. Like I thought when Happy was on the golf course with Eric Andre and
oh my God,
Margaret Qualley, and they're ripping balls, and he finally finds it.
You are Happy Gilmore.
And they're like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then, like, even the Scotty Scheffler was funny in it.
Scotty Scheffler
getting arrested was hilarious.
He carried the second half of the film.
Yes.
Like, he might get a Best Supporting Actor.
He should get a nomination at least.
He was unbelievably good.
Well, even the Arnold Palmer joke I thought was stupid. But it was funny
landed.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Like, no, actually, I'm Jack Nicklaus. I just want a tea with lemonade.
Yeah.
Get that a lot.
Yeah.
But, like, there were moments in it that were funny. Like, I don't get why people are hating it so much.
I just don't know what you expected.
I feel like it checked the boxes of what you want from a sequel.
Well, yeah, I don't know why we're judging it like it's going to be nominated for something.
Right.
It's a great Adam Sandler production.
Yes. It's literally exactly what
Enjoy
I expected it to be.
I'm happy he could still do it.
Yes.
He all-time, in the alcoholism, I was like, these are great tricks. Like, these are good moves out the pepper shaker, out the golf club. It's like, these are all notes.
Well, and then John Daly with the hand sanitizer.
Yeah, and that was also
great. The John Daly character.
He lived in the garage,
their
brother.
Pet dog.
Yeah.
He's like, make sure you feed John Daly 3 times a day. Like,
take care of John. And then him, like, just throughout the entire movie, just keeps pumping the hand sanitizer in his mouth was all time.
I know. Like, I thought it was a good movie.
Yes.
Like,
agreed.
I finished it yesterday, and I was like, I'm glad I watched that.
Yes. And would watch it again.
There are times you'll watch a sequel, and you'll be like, I shouldn't have watched that. Like, it almost left a bad taste in my mouth that ruins the first one. Because there are bad sequels.
As much as it pains me to say, both iterations of Dumb and Dumber, the prequel and the sequel.
The sequel of Dumb and Dumber was nowhere near.
What,
like, Dumb and Dumber was lightning in a bottle. Like, just
don't do it again.
Space Jam 2, I thought was bad. Even though I loved LeBron in it, I thought it was bad.
Yeah, it was awful.
But, like, this, to me,
is as good as you can do.
As good as you can do if you're going to do what you're trying to do. Shout out to Adam Sandler. Shout out to John Quav in the chat.
Yes.
Welcomed my baby girl to the world on Wednesday. Last time I had a baby, LSU won a national championship.
2019.
2 claps. Ready.
That's to pump those things out every 9 months. Dude.
Yeah, come on now.
Do it for the culture.
You want to be a dynasty or what, John? Congratulations to you and your family, John. Thank you for letting us know this morning. But yeah, I'm glad the chat's agreeing with us. Jason, I liked Happy. Robert watched it last night, and I thought it was great. Pretty much what Lloyd is saying. George Ray, good morning. Didn't see it yet. Well, make sure you watch it.
Go to watch.
Let us know, because I thought it was excellent. I thought it was a good movie, and I even watched it after watching the first one and still liked it. Like, I still thought it was great. The Will Zalatoris.
Oh, perfect.
That was as good of a moment as you could have had.
Right. And my buddy called me. He was like, "There's no way he's not the caddy in this." And he shows up, and I was like, "This is perfect."
Couldn't have scripted it better.
It was, yeah.
It was awesome.
It's amazing
like,
how much they look alike.
I know. He's like, actually happy I'm playing.
Yo.
I'm a professional golfer.
All right, pal.
Jerk. But yeah, look, Jack Ballard just hopped in and said he killed his role. Yeah, I thought it was great. But if you disagree, let us know in the chat. We'll get into the headlines this morning.
If you disagree, I'll ban you from this chat.
But yeah, I love what your buddy did, the setup. That's awesome.
It was awesome. I should have taken a
great.
picture.
You should have. That would have been awesome. But I just watched it myself on my phone. But
on your phone?
Yeah.
I guess compared to what I mean, it deserves more than that. Doesn't deserve maybe what we did.
Right.
But
no,
mushrooms and double-decker couches are awesome.
That's awesome. But yeah, no, my weekend was full of moving stuff. I watched it while I was putting together the desk.
So you were in a bad mood and still managed to have a good time. Yeah.
Well, that's why I did it. I was like, this would be a good moment for me because I'm going to get aggravated putting this desk together. So if the movie's bad, I'm going to really hate it and I'm going to get really angry, or
it could save my day.
I'll know that it's good if it helps my mood. And it did. I spent the weekend moving people into their new homes and apartments and putting beds and desks together, feeling like a blue-collar worker.
Did the man
it was quite a weekend. But glad to be back, glad to be focused on LSU football as we move forward into the headlines this morning. Clemson clapped back. As at ACC Media Days, we told you it was going to happen after Kelly said it at the Rotary Club. Death Valley Jr., it was the quote heard around the world. And T.J. Parker, the Clemson defensive lineman, I believe.
Good player.
Very good player. On Brian Kelly's comment, he said they can have their opinion. We're going to handle all that on August 30th. And I think I have the clip in there as well beneath it in the document, Lloyd, where he was asked about the quote, which we all knew was going to be asked. Like, the question was going to be posed at ACC Media Days when talking to Clemson. What were your thoughts on Kelly saying Death Valley Jr.? And I was asked this question on Friday when I did Sports Talk.
Big radio hit.
Sports Talk with Sean Fox on 97.7 there in North Louisiana. He asked me about it. I was like, what do you expect him to say? I was like, it's the Rotary Club. This is not SEC Media Days. It's not, this professional. It was the Rotary Club, which is a professional setting, but, like, it's a pep rally.
Yeah.
He's talking to LSU fans and boosters. You think he's going to downplay Death Valley to the people that pay for it?
Literally the lowest hanging fruit he could grab. And it landed.
Yeah, I made Death Valley Jr. They're like, yeah, go Tigers! Like, it's a pep rally. He's placating to the
crowd.
fan base, but to me, even if he wasn't, even if you take that context out of it, what do you expect the head coach of LSU football to say?
Especially when he's in an environment that prompts some sort of shit talk.
Right. Like, what do you expect him to say
That
when he's
was
asked
the
that
nicest
question?
thing he could have
He can't
said.
diss his own stadium. Can't say, well, man, it's two great stadiums. LSU fans would be pissed if Kelly goes up there and says, well, we respect their stadium. It's a great stadium. It's a great stadium.
It's the biggest
It's
stadium.
the best stadium.
But we'll see who the real Death Valley is. Like,
right.
Whatever. But no, you did exactly right. You put LSU up on a pedestal.
Yes.
And you knock your opponent down. That's how comedy goes.
I agree. And here's what T.J. Parker's answer was to the question when posed, asked about Death Valley Jr. and Brian Kelly's comments.
And Kelly called Clemson Death Valley Jr. yesterday. Have you seen that, and what do you think about that?
We're gonna handle all the talk and all that. They can have their opinion. We'll handle all that August 30th. Because at the end of the day, we can do all the talking. We still got to plead. So we're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? They hyping up everybody across the board. All these big transfers they got. We'll see. How's your relation?
Okay. All right. Sure. I mean, and that's exactly the response I would expect.
Never seen somebody wear a rosary.
I noticed that at the end. But, hey.
Looks good.
To each their own.
Well,
and
it clashes with the tie.
The colors, yes. But that's the response I would expect. Like, I'm not mad at him for saying that.
No, you got to say something.
Yeah, I mean.
But then you saw this clip, and then you see LSU football players like I saw like the Ziploc, like not going to talk about it. It's like, oh no, and then you had other people that were outright responding.
Right.
So a little bit, the water's bubbling.
Yeah.
It's not to temp yet.
But it'll get there.
Oh, it's sous vide.
Like, I mean, August 30th is still, what, a month and 2 days away.
Yeah, that'll get hot.
It's going to heat up. It's going to keep. And then you're going to set the smoke alarm off in a second. It's going to get hot. But Brian Kelly is answering it the way I would expect. TJ Parker responding the exact this is all textbook in my opinion. Nothing overboard, nothing too much. Because I mean he's not wrong. Like whatever happens August 30th, whoever wins is going to turn around and say, "We told y'all." Either LSU wins, hey, we walked into your little rinky-dink Death Valley and took over. Right. Or Clemson wins, be like, hey, y'all thought y'all were going to walk in here and make it happen. Y'all couldn't win in the real Death Valley. Like that, it's going to be – and the national media is going to grab a hold of these things and run with it and make it more than it is. Because what it is nothing. What did Brian Burgess call it? A nothing burger. That's what it is. It's nothing. But it's going to get overblown. But what it does is add some excitement from a TV standpoint to the game. There really doesn't need to be added excitement because it's going to be a top 5 matchup probably, definitely top 10 on August 30th in Death Valley Junior. In other news for LSU sports, LSU athletics, Kelly Zinn is headed to Rutgers as the new athletic director over there. She was the executive deputy AD here at LSU. And like I said, she will be headed to Rutgers as the athletic director. She brings strong football experience as she is the direct report for football at LSU. And obviously, where you saw Kelly Zinn's name pop up the most recently was in all of this new rev sharing business. Like when you saw Wilson Alexander put out the original article on revenue sharing, Zinn was the one that was quoted consistently from LSU talking about it. She was obviously very privy to the new changes, very prepared, a big piece of LSU's preparation to the new revenue-sharing era. And now she is headed to Rutgers, which, Lloyd, what do you think is the piece at Rutgers which is likely making this move?
Former LSU President Tate.
William F. Tate, obviously.
Assembling a staff.
Obviously, the president at Rutgers now after being at LSU. And he is bringing Kelly Zinn over to Rutgers with him as the new AD under his tenure. A great hire. Obviously, like we said, she was a key part of LSU's success, especially getting prepared for this new era in college sports. And we wish her the best. And it'll be interesting to see what additions LSU makes on that administrative staff to fill this role.
It does beg the question, right, that I wonder if she knows what's coming down the pipeline and is like has caught wind of the new president. It's like, no, actually, I'm going to go. Like, if I have a standing offer, that's just me playing the game that you play whenever you field offers from different universities. She just got to LSU.
Yeah.
And I didn't necessarily see it as a President Tate hire, but clearly they had a relationship, and it does make you wonder, like, if LSU's new president announcement is coming soon, she's like, actually, I'm going to go to Rutgers.
Possibly. I mean, all of these things are things to be thinking about. There will be changes coming down the line for LSU, especially LSU athletic administration, with Tate headed over to Rutgers. Now Zinn leaving for Rutgers. LSU is going to need a president for the university at some point. And I would be surprised if they can find one that's as committed to athletics as William Tate was.
Yep.
Because that was really the calling card for Tate and what really won the fan base over for him was his commitment to athletics. And we'll see what moves are made and kind of what comes down the line for LSU. But speaking of the new era of college football and some administration, we saw a college sports executive order get signed that prohibits third-party pay-for-play payments to college athletics. And it was named, as you see on the screen, President Donald J. Trump Saves College Sports. Look, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know the ins and outs of this executive order because I do not. I read it and still did not leave very informed of what exactly it meant. It says that it's unknown what entity will have the authority to enforce the prohibition of third-party pay-for-play payments. included in the executive order. But essentially what it's trying to save, a so-called save, is college sports in a way of saying that these collectives that are just garnering up money, building this massive treasure chest, and spending it to get players to come play at your university, trying to come up with some different ways to stop that. So we'll see what exactly it does. I'm not going to sit back here and say that this is a great thing or it's a terrible thing, because you got to see it in action before you truly know if it's good or if it's bad for the sport. Obviously, things do need to be tightened up on a pay-for-play collectives front, and that's what revenue sharing is attempting up front and first. And now this executive order comes out, and we'll see what exactly it means and how exactly it works. Did you learn anything over there, Lloyd?
I'm just trying to figure out what an executive order exactly is. Emancipation Proclamation, that seemed to be a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a big one. But I'm wondering how effective these are, how much they can obviously be amended, they can be challenged, but it does feel as if there were a way to strong-arm what's happening in college athletics, this would be a huge win for the NCAA. Like there's finally some sort of merit behind what you're trying to do and what you're trying to enforce. But I also don't understand how you enforce this again. Like, what are you going to arrest somebody for paying players?
Right.
You're going to jail?
I just asked ChatGPT to explain Trump's saving college sports executive order like I'm a middle schooler. It says, let's see.
Order the federal government to take any steps that are within the scope of the constitutional authority of the executive branch and do not violate any federal law. Sounds extreme.
Yeah, I guess.
But we will see. But also, I just don't understand how this won't be challenged again and again and again, because you're going up against like antitrust law, which is pretty much set in stone. So now this opens up a whole different can of worms as they're trying to figure out a way to regulate college football. And I don't know which way people want this to go. Because
I would assume they want it to go
away from
this pay-for-play collectives era, because that is just like getting out of hand, I guess you could say. Like, you go back and look at the first offseason. I mean, the Texas A&M recruiting class is the testing point, the exhibit A of what's wrong with this. That's the best recruiting class of all time out of nowhere. And I wonder why they were paying these guys.
The court can hold that an executive order is unlawful if it violates the Constitution or a federal statute. Congress can enact a law that reverses what the president has done, provided Congress has the constitutional authority to legislate on the issue. We will see. But it is also, his ability to name bills is all time.
Yeah, of course.
Trump did save college sports. The new great big bill.
Yes.
They just.
Well, I mean, the same.
Let's not overthink these.
With TikTok, when TikTok got banned, it was banned for like 24 hours. When it came back, you opened the app and it literally said, a little notification screen popped up that said Donald Trump saved TikTok for you. And I was like, okay, nice. But I mean, look, I think that there should be rules, and you should not be able to just build this treasure chest up of money and turn that into the best football team possible. There should be regulation. We'll see how this executive order actually creates that regulation, and that's just something that time will have to tell. Because like Lloyd said, I don't know how you really enforce any of these things. And the other part of it is the under-the-table deals can come back like that. It hadn't been that long since they've done them.
They didn't forget where McDonald's was.
And they haven't completely stopped.
No.
I digress. Into the next headline.
Even during Prohibition, people still found alcohol.
Yeah, speakeasies.
Yeah. Runners.
You just move this book in this shelf. Just open up. Oh, it's a bar down there.
This is awesome.
Awesome. In other news, I saw it reported. I thought this was fake, but this is the legit On 3 Sports page. North Carolina exploring a potential move from the ACC to the SEC. I got asked about this a lot. Like, multiple people text me and be like, is this real? Like, of course they're going to inquire and explore. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. Like, for the SEC they're not gaining much football-wise, except for, I guess, Bill Belichick.
As long as he's, yeah.
It would be the other sports, like baseball, where North Carolina is a pretty good baseball program. Basketball, a blue blood of the sport. So the SEC would benefit there.
And I believe Clemson was also
listed
as exploring options into the SEC. I don't know what – I do know why the SEC expands the way that it does, because you saw them going to Oklahoma and Texas. You're capturing mega markets.
Right.
That for the utilitarianism of it all, if we're still talking civics and politics, it's like the greater number for the greater good. If you're the SEC, this does capture another market that you don't necessarily have right now. And so for them to move over and get North Carolina, South Carolina, get Clemson, like that's the entire coast you're taking. And then that would...
Well, from a geographical standpoint, it makes sense.
Right.
It's not
southeastern coast.
It's not going out to California and getting USC and UCLA like that.
You're playing within your market.
But if you add Clemson, North Carolina, Miami, Florida State, those things all make sense.
And that's where I think this is headed. If this continues to happen this way, you're looking at the mega conferences, the 1v1.
Yeah, if you see this UNC Clemson to the SEC grow legs
Florida
and actually
State,
become
Miami,
something,
the ACC gets evaporated.
The ACC will get split up into the Big Ten and the SEC.
Yeah,
and at some as it's going,
it
it's
feels like
bound to happen.
that's where we're going.
Of course, I mean,
now you have AFC and NFC.
The two conferences you've heard about their media days the most would be SEC and Big Ten. ACC took a back seat besides when Clemson and North Carolina sat down. In Big 12, I didn't really hear much of anything coming out of theirs besides the Texas Tech guy wanting to play LSU. So, I mean, we'll see if this comes down the wire here and you end up seeing some more conference growth because it's going to happen.
Yeah, earmark this because this is a pivot point for maybe what you see in the future of college athletics. This could be a windfall of how conferences are structured moving forward.
Right, and I don't think the additions would happen anytime soon. But you saw how quickly when Texas and Oklahoma came up, it did not take long for it to get put into action. Like it was 21 or 22 when the original chirpings began, and then they were a part of the conference in 2024. Like by 2030, the SEC could be a couple of teams larger than it is right now, and we'll see. As time goes on. So, like Lloyd said, make sure you put a little bookmark next to this to be ready for it. The Saints had a little scuffle at training camp last week. I think it was Alante Taylor and Brandon Cooks got into it, a little scuffle.
Real quick,
What you got? Just a couple of years. Like, I don't think it'll be the 26th season or the 27th season, but as Lloyd's reading those numbers, 2030 could very well be an expansion time for the SEC where you see Clemson, North Carolina, Florida State, Miami, teams that fit the geographical region because that's where the SEC is. They have not gone the Big Ten route and expanded past their geographical region where the Big Ten's added Washington and Oregon and USC, UCLA to a conference that has Penn State and Rutgers and Maryland and East Coast teams and the SEC's kept it in the barriers when you add Texas and Oklahoma, and then Miami and Florida State, North Carolina, Clemson, like that all fits the same geographical SEC kind of region. Make sure you keep your ears peeled, your eyes peeled, because you could see some conference expansion coming down the line in the next couple of years. Did you see what Greg Sankey put on Twitter the other day?
I did.
Where obviously this is in reference to, I believe James Franklin was speaking at Big Ten Media Days, the head coach of Penn State. And he said something, he was talking about the SEC, and he said that he was a part of that other conference before. And so Greg Sankey, with a little bit like a petty move, oh, you're going to say that I'm going to shoot this right back at you. Greg Sankey puts this out on Twitter. He says, greetings from that other conference, and puts the SEC logo replacing the SEC with TOC, that other conference. Just a little bit of a little petty diss back from Sankey to Franklin, who obviously was once a part of the SEC as a coach and is now in the Big Ten, as the Big Ten is trying to pit themselves against the SEC for some reason. And all these media conferences and speaking events into the microphone, they're dissing the Southeastern Conference, and Greg Sankey, the commissioner, dissing them right back as he that other conference logo.
That'll be sold.
Good. Oh, I was going to put that on a T-shirt.
Absolutely.
Easy. And then Matt Hayes put this photograph out, and this doesn't mean anything. It does not mean that one conference is better at the sport than the other. But at Matt Hayes College Football put out these two photographs to represent
this photograph.
Day 3 at SEC Media Days, and that's Day 3 at Big Ten Media Days right here on the left. And then you scroll over to Day 3 at SEC Media Days, talking to DJ Lagway, quarterback of Florida. There's a tad bit of a difference between the two. And like I said, this does not mean anything from a football standpoint, but I think it just means more.
It just means more.
It just means more in the Southeastern Conference. Means more to more people. And so shout out to Matt Hayes for that. Into the two claps this morning, Trey Morgan. It looks like he's filled out a little bit. Like if you sit back and you watch this homer right here, look at him in the batter's box. He looks physically put together more than he did at LSU, which he should be. He's been out of college now. He's getting, he's got the minor league weight rooms bulking him up as he rips a ball 402 feet to give the Durham Bulls a 2-0 lead. He looks physically imposing in the box, like much bigger. And that's some power right there.
Yeah, he does look bigger.
Hell
yeah, dude.
That's awesome. It's a baseball guy.
Uniform's sick.
105 off the bat, 402 feet. Like he looks put together.
Lean back on one.
I don't feel like we're too far off from Trey getting that call.
No, he's about to get the call up.
Get that phone ring.
You saw Paul Gervais get called up. They
Yep.
both play for the Durham Bulls. Now, obviously, Gervais making the move to the big league club. I was with him in Omaha.
Yes,
As we
both
got
of the
when we
guys.
got rain delayed, and we found our way over somehow from the concourse to let's go to Rocco's, and I was like, excellent. And then everybody obviously was Trey Morgan is Trey Morgan. He stands out because he wants to stand out, and he is a superstar. And everybody's like, who's the tall guy? And Paul's like, this happens every fucking time.
Paulie G.
And then he gets the call up first.
Right.
But I do not suspect that Trey will be waiting much longer.
That phone's going to start hitting that.
Hello? All right. Pack your bags.
Yep. See you in Tampa.
That's right.
There you go. Two claps for Trey Morgan. Ready. Alvin Kamara and Tyler Shuck. Obviously, a lot of news coming out of Saints training camp. Like I said, there was a little bit of a scuffle the other day. Shout out to Nick Underhill, NewOrleans.football for this clip because this was awesome. This is, you talk about what the Saints lost with Tyrann Mathieu, and it's a leader in the locker room. They've got plenty of other ones. And that's been my favorite thing, watching Alvin Kamara grow in his time with the Saints, where obviously he was the new kid on the block, the young guy, lightning to Mark Ingram's thunder. He kind of learned from Breeze and Ingram and some of these other guys, and now you're seeing all of that come to fruition as he's a real leader in that locker room. You've seen it from a media standpoint, and here he is on the field walking Tyler Shuck through some things, talking him, coaching him up as the Saints are in what is a quarterback competition right now between Rattler and Shuck, as it has seemed pretty even so far. But look at AK coaching the young QB up here on the sideline. Shout out to NewOrleans.football for this footage. And shout out to Shuck for being locked in.
Oh, yeah. If he speaks, you listen.
Yeah, I mean, like, if Alvin Kamara is pulling you aside to give you a little talking to, you better make eye contact and have those ears open. Shout out. Two claps for Alvin Kamara. Ready. Next up, obviously, we've got a couple more two claps this morning before we get into. We will have Keelin Moses. We did that. We recorded this interview.
And we recorded it
on
right.
Saturday. We recorded it better than last time. And my bros was obviously the video was a little grainy. Audio wasn't the best. We recorded this one and we worked on it, and it should be much better. So when you see at the 8 o'clock hour this turned back on, and I am not wearing what I'm wearing right now.
It's movie magic.
It's movie magic. So we will have Keelin Moses, who delivered an excellent interview. Like, he is probably one of the best on the microphone from a player standpoint. Like, made my job so easy. I sat back here, lobbed him up a couple of questions, and he just ran with them and delivered. So make sure at 8 a.m. you'll be tuned in and locked in to what Keelin Moses had to say. Last thing in the two claps, or we got two more things in the two claps this morning. This Dave Aranda presser,
oh my God,
which has been heard around the world. I want to make sure that we play it this morning so that everyone, if they haven't heard it, they can hear it. And we can get a true reaction to it. And actually, I want Lloyd's breakdown of what Dave had to say, because this was absolutely unbelievable. When I sat and listened to it, because I read it, this is Nick Harris on Twitter. He says, Baylor's Dave Aranda just gave one of the most bizarre answers to a question I think I've ever heard. And so that's what it was prefaced with. And so I was like, okay, what am I about to get myself into?
Well, and when I think Dave Aranda and bizarre, I think very, like, esoteric thinking, which I guess this was. But I think, like, very...
This was still surprising.
This was the last thing I would ever expect to come out of Dave Aranda's mouth.
Right.
And this analogy is unbelievable because what do you think of when you think of Dave Aranda? Like, very intelligent, very much, like, mindful, and things like galaxy brain thinking.
Yes.
But you also now have to remember Dave Aranda's a football guy. This is a guy that lived on couches the majority of his life. And at some point or another, he did see Wolf of Wall Street, and apparently he took it to heart because this quote and this analogy is, if I had a bingo
Second to
card,
none.
this is not what I would have wanted coming out of Dave Aranda's mouth. But now, for some reason, I would like this is speaking my language, and this was unbelievable. So here's Dave Aranda. I will give you the floor, sir, as you talk about how the transfer portal works, I guess, and NIL and recruiting.
Now.
And so this was his analogy and his take on it.
One of us.
One of us.
There's a scene in The Wolf of Wall Street when they talk about throwing midgets, and it's like, hey, this midget, can he roll there? And he goes, no, he doesn't roll. You throw him, you know what I mean? And they're made for throwing. And then after a while, they start talking, and they go, well, you know what? I think if you start talking, they may think they know we're making fun of them. The midgets may think we're making fun of them, so then I'm going to start, they may get mad at us. And then the guys go, well, what we need to do is make them think they're one of us. And they go, one of us, one of us. And I think that's the thing with coaching, call it recruiting. It's just that way. They talk about acquiring players, getting rid of players, just like that. And the whole thing underneath all that is they make them think they're one of us. You know what I mean? And it's like, but I don't know. Do you have to do that to win? That sucks. Yeah.
Sure. What the fuck was the question?
Like, what posed that answer? Because let's just break it down here.
The best part is after it comes out of his mouth. Also, didn't know you could use the M word so flippantly.
I did not know that you could say that.
But it's new,
But once you say it the first time,
he starts down the path,
you
and
can't
then
stop
he's
it.
like, "Should I be doing this?" And then now we're far too gone.
I mean, because little person is the term, right? Like,
No,
that's what
but
I was
he's
told.
quoting
That's what
a
my
movie.
mom told me.
He's quoting a movie.
Yeah, but still.
It's awesome.
So because we went back and we watched the movie clip this morning, and the movie clip is unbelievable.
He's bar for bar. He's right.
Yes.
Now, did he leave out some different phrases in which they used and what the midgets can and can't do? Yes. But he got the ball rolling on what his point was going to be. And the best part about this is some of the comments. Hate to say it, but he's spitting here. Yeah, I can't lie. He cooked.
I mean, I don't not understand what he's trying to say.
It's a wild way
it
to
was
get
a
your
roller
point.
coaster
It
of
was.
an answer.
And it's awesome.
And, I feel like he started to regret it when we started to give it. Like, when we started to answer that question, we really got into it. He was like, you can see him, looking down. He's like, I mean.
I'm already here.
You're going to roll them? No, they don't roll them.
They don't roll. You throw them.
What if you start thinking you're making fun of? They're made for throwing.
They're built for throwing.
And so this brings on the conversation of Mike Leach.
Right.
Or this might be when Mike Leach thought of it.
Exactly.
He watched the movie and he was like,
boys, pause it. Listen, and he gets on the whiteboard.
3rd and goal?
Yeah.
That's all I see right now is 3rd and goal.
4th and inches? Yeah, they're built for throwing.
First down. I mean, like, I could not believe what I was listening to.
Just not from him. Like, I could see less.
Andrew Messina, sometimes I'll start a
That's what made
sentence
me laugh out loud.
and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way. Dave Aranda, Michael Scott.
Scott.
Yes,
That's
I
exactly
mean, like
what happened.
that, and it's just the fact that it was Dave Aranda, and we know him so well. Like, if we didn't know Dave Aranda the way we obviously do because he was LSU's defensive
And we've
coordinator,
interviewed him
it'd be
multiple
different.
times.
It'd be different. Like, you would still think it's crazy, but you'd be like, okay, he must be like an eclectic guy. Like, he's going to say things like that. No, he's not.
He's like a thinker.
And
I
it's
think of like
crazy
a
when you put
philosopher.
when you put a thinker together with this train of thought, what comes out of it is this.
This is called genius.
Like, it was wow.
Is that what you do? It sucks. I don't know.
Roller coaster.
Still don't know if he did answer the question, I think.
Yeah, we don't know the question. We need to go back and find the question. I think would help us a lot. Matthew Conkle, if someone asked me if Kiffin or Aranda said that, I'd bet my retirement it was Kiffin.
1000%.
Yes.
That is Mike Leach. That is a Mike Leach answer.
Yes, it's not a Dave Aranda answer.
And it's awesome.
I can't believe he sat there.
He's
and said
either
it was
extremely
awesome.
comfortable at Baylor or he's cooked.
Dave Aranda,
2 claps.
2 claps, my friend. Ready.
2 little claps?
No big claps.
Oh.
No little claps. They're made for throwing.
No.
Last
You
up
don't
this
roll 'em.
morning is
throw 'em.
did you see the Memphis defensive backs DMs that got leaked?
Yes.
This pissed me off.
Why?
This is a disgrace to the sport. Obviously, I laughed at it at first, but then I really started to think about it, and I was like, this is bad. Like, we've all been a part of a team, right? Majority of us have. Imagine if your teammate was sending your signals to the opposing quarterback and literally sent the screenshots and then said, here you go, though. That's all the signals. Far left is coverages. I'll send you better lists showing you the call, but they run quarters and none of the safeties can cover, by the way. No reroutes on the slot. The field safety is the weakest link in the defense. His hamstring hurting, but he running out of eligibility. So when you play him, he number 0. Bet. Let me know if they cut your stuff. I'll put in a word. What? He's sending the plays and then telling him, hey, number 0's got a bum hammy. You should go right at him. None of the safeties can cover, by the way.
He was in the portal. But, yeah, this is
crazy.
There's people saying that both players should be suspended. If you're Owen McCown, it's not like he didn't necessarily ask for this.
I'm not going to turn that down.
But it is Tajrael, who is now playing for Purdue, and unfortunately, maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pulling this guy's scholarship off rip. You're not a part of my team.
So did Owen McCown leak this?
He must have. He definitely screenshotted it and
Sent
scared
it to
No,
somebody.
this isn't from Owen McCown's phone. This is from Taj's phone. The bubbles are on Taj's side.
Right.
So Taj screenshotted this,
Sent it.
shared it with a buddy,
Yeah.
and the buddy was like, dude,
Putting this on the internet.
you're cooked. Because this is bad. Like, bad. Hey,
And-
0's got a bum hammy. Go right at him.
And I believe Memphis was up 24-14. And then that guy tried to do the Ronaldo celebration. Remember when he blew out his knee?
Yeah.
It's hard to watch.
I know.
But they were up 24-14 before that happened. And then
Shoot.
they came screaming back, UTSA.
I have never seen anything
44-36.
like that. How common do you think things like this are?
This is the part of sports that we really just put under the rug. You
Right.
don't like to think about whether it's sports gambling or sharing plays, things like this. The technology age, it feels like in this day and age with how often people have phones, you'd be better at hiding it.
Right.
And it always seems to get out somehow. But, yeah, this is the seedy underbelly of, like, we like to prop sports up and be like, oh, they're all wholesome. They all want to win.
Right.
They're playing for the, for the good of the team and all of these things that come with college football. It's like, well, people cheat.
Yeah, I mean, like it's still dirty. Like
I
there's
mean-
still like as great of a sport as it is, There are so many pretty clean things about it. Like Lloyd said, it's still got that dirty underbelly.
That we just look the other way.
You forget about.
Yeah.
Until something like this comes to light and you have to really think about it. Like, how common is this really?
Yeah, it feels a bit like a kid, when you turn 7, 8,
Right.
and you start getting around December, you're like, hold on. All in one night?
You're telling me he delivers every present? He can't fit through that. We don't have a chimney.
And I've been a terrible kid.
Yeah, like, what do you mean? I punched Sally in the face in kindergarten yesterday.
Still got presents.
And, Mom, we don't have a chimney. How's he getting it? You gave him a key?
Yeah.
How's he get in the house?
What's stopping him from, when is it just on? How often is he here? Because I don't feel safe. And then
Why
you have
do
the tooth fairy
Right.
sneaking into my room without my consent. Well, I guess I did put a tooth under the.
And how come the tooth fairy doesn't have to listen to inflation? I'm still getting ones under my pillow. It should be 5s and 10s at this point.
And then you have the psychotic kid that's like ripping their teeth out.
I've actually got 7 teeth under my pillow right now. Let's see what you got, tooth fairy.
Yeah, the mistaken of giving a 20. It's like, oh my God.
teeth.
Yeah.
Give me 100. Where's Benjamin?
Yeah. Oh.
God, that was you, wasn't it?
No, I hated losing teeth.
Really?
Ugh.
You have great teeth.
Yeah.
Good thing you lost teeth.
I let them stay. I would let them dangle. I let them
sick
fall
of
out naturally.
I was cool with it.
No, I didn't let.
Because, one of my first 3
Yeah.
teeth I lost was pawpaw with the pliers. Pop that thing out.
See, that's.
And so I think after that happened,
Yeah,
that's
a jarring moment.
everything after that was gravy. I'll lose every tooth now. I don't care.
Like, I was just like, this thing will fall eventually, and it's gone.
Gone.
But yeah, I would hang on to them.
That's great. Impressive. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Huey George. Go Tigers 318. There you go. Appreciate you guys joining us this morning. Don't forget, every single day we are brought to you
Go
by...
Tigers?
Yeah. We are brought to you by CAS Roofing and Advising. You see the folder right here. Get this sign up here. Our guy, Pierce Patterson from CAS Roofing and Advising, got his first phone call for an inspection. Shout out to the Tingle and Co. show. Our guy, I think it was Chad Hodges is the name. Chad Hodges, if I'm incorrect, let me know. But Pierce texted me the other day, said, just got my first phone call. Credit to Tingle and Co.
Let's go!
He went, he hopped up on the roof, inspected it free of charge. If Chad Hodges is in the chat, let us know. If I'm getting your name wrong, I'm very sorry. But if you paid a penny, I'll take back everything I'm saying, but I'm pretty sure it was free of charge. Hopped up on the roof, checked it out. Nothing too major. There was a little bit of damage here and there. Nothing that was warranting a claim being put out. So Pierce did not file a claim, because that's the thing. There are roofing companies out there that'll hop on your roof, check it out. Not enough damage for your roof to get bought by your insurance company, but they'll still file the claim just in case. And what that does is make your company probably less likely to buy your roof later on. Pierce didn't do that. Inspected the roof, said, hey, you're good to go, but you're going to be on our call list to check back in a couple of months, maybe after one of these storms that might have hail, something of the sort. And the other benefit is Chad got put in the drawing for those season LSU football tickets for all the home games. If you are within a 50-mile radius, as Chad was in Watson, of the CAS office on Magnolia Bridge, and you call Pierce, 225-910-0619, you get a free roof inspection like Chad did. If Chad would have had damage that was entitled to getting a roof replacement, the claim would have been filed, or they would have started working on that. Wasn't enough damage, but he got the free roof inspection. Now he's put in the drawing for some season tickets for LSU football. So make sure you're within that 50-mile radius. You give our guy Pierce Patterson, 225-910-0619, a phone call to get your roof checked out.
Biggest needs his trees cut. You know anybody?
I do know some people, Biggest, actually.
Figured.
Message me on Discord, and I'll put you in contact. But Noah has to know a country
hugger, I'm a tree cutter.
No, we ain't got no tree huggers. We got tree cutters back in the dirty city, back in Central. As Central's getting the walk-ons opening this week, and I'll tell you what,
sold out.
it's going to be hard to get in there.
Cool.
They did some mock shifts over the weekend for different business owners in the city could go in or whatever. And it's like any other walk-ons, and I'm guaranteeing you this first week of business, it's going to be so difficult to get a table in that place.
Do you know where my mind automatically goes?
Where?
Is the poor people working service for the first time. Like, oh, I got a job at Walk-Ons. This will, give me...
Walk-ons in Central.
Yeah, like, it'll help for college. Like, you're going to be the most stressed you've ever been in your entire life.
Yeah, just wait.
Call in Taffer.
Have fun.
Don't shut it down. This thing is going to run through the roof.
Through the roof.
Maybe Walk-On sponsored?
Hey, maybe. Where is Walk-Ons going to be in Central? It's in all the new development. So across from the Walmart there on Sullivan Road, they've built all the new stuff. They got a Five Guys. They got a, tropical smoothie cat. They got all this new stuff. Jersey Mike's. They've got all the, get your sub Mike's way.
Oh.
Tell Mike and get my sub tickets back. They got all the new apartments. They built the walk-ons right there by the CC's. It's not a very big walk-ons. It is small. Like, when I first saw it, I was like, are we sure it's going to be a walk-ons when it's finished? Now it's done. But we'll get the 8 o'clock hour. What?
See what state championships do?
Oh, buddy. I mean, the city is on a heater right now. You got football winning a state championship. Basketball gets runner-up. First time making it to the state championship, I think,
ever.
Since they were a 3A school. And
a lot of bounce passes.
Baseball loses to Barb, which, I mean, is kind of like, you play Barb, what do you expect?
That's a state championship.
What do you expect to happen? They had some track and field. Like, Central's on a heater right now. And
I don't see it stopping.
I don't see this train stopping anytime soon. And you got CAS, who was one of those business owners invited to the mock shifts at the new walk-ons. So make sure, if you're around Central, hey, we're only going up from here.
Yeah, get on the train now.
I wish it would have happened when I was a student.
You built the foundation.
Hey, I laid it down.
That's right.
I'll tell you what, the school now looks like a college, and the one I went to looked like a elementary school, but that's okay. We will get the 8 o'clock hour number 2 kicked off with Keelin Moses. Like we said, we came into the studio on Saturday, sat down with the freshman linebacker for LSU, and discussed his high school career, his family, his 2 brothers, obviously Dylan Moses, and Man is going to be a dog. We sat down, talked with him, and he delivered an excellent interview. We probably sat in here with him for about 2 hours talking. Yep. 45 minutes, give or take, is what you got on video from the actual interview. But we chatted with him a good bit before. Then we hung out with him after. Keelan is awesome. So excited to see him suit up in the purple and gold. And you should be as well, and you likely will be.
He has you ready to run through a fucking wall.
This is going to be a great interview. Get you fired up for fall camp this week. LSU football officially back on the field this week. And if you want to get ready for football, we've got the interview for you. And it's going to be Keelan Moses at 8 a.m. this morning. Make sure you're tuned in for that. And if you miss it live, it'll be posted later on today. You can sit and listen to Keelan Moses. Get you ready to run through a wall.
Brother.
An excellent interview. Shout out to our guy Chris Williams, who's in the chat this morning, or was. Came in here, got some great pictures of us and Keelan. Keelan made us look quite minuscule.
Yes.
He's an 18-year-old. Yes, as he should. We talked to Keelan about basically anything we could think of. So if you want to get ready for LSU football fall camp, make sure you're tuned in to Keelan at 8 a.m. this morning. When me and Lloyd are in something different than what we're wearing right now, don't get freaked out.
Quality is better.
You're just getting put back in time to Saturday at 2 p.m. And then we'll come right back to July 28th at 8:45-ish in our same attire
that we're wearing right now.
Right after the interview. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be back. Keelan Moses will be talking to you live for the next 45 minutes. Not live. Talking to you.
It'll be live for you.
Recorded live
for
the next 45 minutes. We'll be right back after this.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's a repair, a replacement, or a storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
Hey Tiger fans, when you're traveling through Natchez, Mississippi, make sure to visit Tom and Wright Granning at Go Mart and On The Go Deli, where you can fill up your tank and your belly. Go Mart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need on your trip. Located at 4 Sergeant Prentice Drive as you're entering Natchez on the left. Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff, where the Po' Boys are so good you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
All right, welcome in here to a special edition here on Tingle Co. As we have a very, very special guest, Keelin Moses, LSU linebacker, former U-High standout, has joined us today. Keelin, thank you for coming in.
Anytime.
Appreciate you making the time for us. But yeah, how's the? We'll get started just with the off season. How's everything going? Transitioning from high school to university, even though it's not a very far transition. How's everything going?
Honestly, for me, everything's going pretty good. Like I said before, honestly, I'm making sure I'm really just taking it all in. You know, it's different. I'll say that it's definitely different from high school. You can't just be athletic. You gotta, like I said, learn the technicalities of the game and, you know, understand that everybody's good. So you gotta push yourself and wake up with it on your mind every day, because there's somebody out there, no matter if it's on the team or somebody else in the SEC, willing to take your cheese.
Right.
So, like, you know, personally, I don't want nobody to take my job or take my money away from me. So I'm going to work the hardest of my ability to do what I can to save my job or take somebody else's.
Yeah, and I mean, from everything we've seen on social media, whether it's LSU putting it out or y'all putting it out, where it's these weight room videos of everybody getting after it. You got borderline banging his head against a plate bar. People are bench pressing. The energy seems contagious, and that's part of that. It's a little bit different than the high school weight room to the college weight room. What's that been like?
It's been extremely fun looking up to those guys, and obviously, like you said, the energy is contagious, and you can't do nothing but want to win. Right. You know, everybody's on the same page, and Coach Flint, our strength and conditioning coach, actually said, like, this is our closest team we've ever had. And looking at it from a freshman standpoint, like, it definitely sets the standard for the future. Yeah. But right now we're in the present and we're focused on the national championship, you know, being still around in January, and that's all we've been praising. Want to know each day, and I live by that. I want to become, you know, 1% better at least each day. And, you know, like I said, the energy is contagious, and being around those guys, you want to do nothing but work hard and work your butt off. So it just feels good to be around people who really just genuinely want to win. So
yeah, no, I mean, it's been awesome seeing your growth, you know, from 7th or 8th grade to now. Yeah. I don't know if you know this, I didn't tell you beforehand, but one of my younger cousins played for Parkview. Oh. Same class as you. And when y'all were in, I think, 7th grade.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Took his head off.
No, I remember.
He's on the hook.
Yeah. I remember that game. I think I had scored both touchdowns. Right. Me and my one of my best friends, Alec. He was on Parkview at the time, but when he came into high school, he transferred to U-High. But they tried to make it a rival, but like it really wasn't.
I remember that was the first time I was introduced to you, because obviously we had known about your older brother. And, you took his head off, and I looked at my grandfather, and I was like, I think that's the movie. He was like, yeah.
If I didn't know, I know now.
Yeah. But so that was my cousin's welcome to big boy football moment. Yeah. was when we met up with you on the field. But you're seeing your growth from then to now, where, you know, you were always the best athlete on the field, or you were Dylan Moses' little brother, to now you making your own name, being the 4-star, one of the top linebackers in the country, and now getting to LSU, and just seeing where that maturation for you, where it's no longer just your name or being the best athlete, it's
I want to be the best football player and the best person that I can be. Yeah. What's that been like for you? In this past month, it's definitely been ups and downs. Like, really, like, you really have to have the mentality to go into it, to attack the day each and every day. Because the mental health aspect, not too many people realize, like, it's real. You know, there's been plenty of times I sat in my room alone. I mean, obviously, I'm from here, but, like, actually being alone, being in college, it's different. You know, and being around guys that are actually good, you start to question, like, well, dang, right? Do I really belong here? Like, is it really meant to be? So, like, you really just have to think positive thoughts, you know, have it on your mind each and every day, and understand, like, your time is gonna come, right? You know, you're on God's timing, not your time, and you just have to be patient and look at the little wins. You know, you made it through the workout today. You got 1% better today. You got the plays right. You're confident on defense when you're going through player ran practice. Like, you just got to look at the little things and make them and maximize them to the best of your ability. Yeah. And I'll say, it's been hard for me because, like I said before, going from one of the top linebackers or top players in the country to just another number it's hard. Yeah. It really is hard. It's definitely a humbling experience. And, you know, I've been trying to gather my faith and, you know, really realize that considering I'm here by myself, that you're not entirely by yourself. You know, you have the Lord next to you. He's always going to be there no matter what. And I've been going to Bible study recently, and one thing that still resonates with me today, which also happened like, 3-4 weeks ago, God will minimize you to maximize your glory. And like I said earlier, I've been feeling so little compared to, you know, these All-Americans. Like, they definitely set the standard for LBU, and I feel like, well, this is off topic, but I feel like we have the best linebacker core in the country. I agree. In the country, like, going on down, like, whether it's Harold, Witt, West, we got Devon, we got Tyler, we got, you know, Zach Weeks, Jaden Breaker, like, Charles Ross, like, it's guys on top of guys on top of guys. Yeah. I mean, all of us are together, and like, it gives a family aspect to it. And honestly, it definitely was a deal breaker and made me realize, like, this is the reason why I came to LSU. Yeah. You know, it's exactly what I thought it was gonna be. But going back to what I was saying, like, it's hard. Yeah. It is. Not everybody wants to do it. Not everybody wants to wake up every morning at 7 a.m. and, you know, have a schedule, you know, do right by their schedule, you know, be disciplined. Not everybody wants to do that, and that's why not everybody plays football, especially makes it to the college level. So like I said, I want to do enough to keep my job and stay on the football team and make the most out of my opportunity. Yeah. And by doing that, I gotta stay disciplined, I gotta stay consistent, and I gotta have a good head on my shoulders. Definitely. And it's hard, but you got to just keep going.
Well, and for somebody like you that's so immensely talented, it'd be so easy to be like, I mean, I'm going to get by. Like, you were able to do it, obviously, in high school. Yeah,
exactly.
If it didn't work, you'd have been all-state, like, whatever offer you wanted.
Exactly. No, like, to go on to what you said, I was hurt, and I still made all-district. I still made all-metro. Like, yeah, I did enough to get by, but that doesn't fly here at LSU. Like, you can't just get by, especially considered everything's recorded. Everything. You cannot skip reps. You cannot lack. You cannot be lackadaisical. You can't do any of that because it's all recorded. I could show you the app on my phone. The last workout I had, it will tell you, oh, you went 80%. Oh, you did this. You maxed. I'm like, well, dang, like, that's federal. Like, that's really federal. Like, you're really telling me, like, oh, I'm not going as hard as I
felt like I was going 100.
Yeah, I felt like I really was, but you're telling me I'm going 80. So I'm like,
there's something in there.
And then, like, no, it's live. So, like, the coach will pull me over and he'll be like, is something wrong? Like, what's going on? And I mean, I'm thinking, like, was he watching me? Like, like, how'd you know? Like, he was like, yeah, I realized, like, you weren't going as fast or hard as you usually do. So, like, are you good? And I'm like, well, I mean, my hamstring is a little tight. You know, I don't feel that good today. He was like, well, if you need anything, I mean, try and see how this feels. If it doesn't feel as good as you need it to be, then, you know, such and so, you know, we'll make adjustments. But
that's the benefit of it, though.
Yeah, that is the benefit of it. But, like, it's hard because you got to bring it every single day, and you can't lack. So because everything's recorded. So,
Because the catapult is cool to us. Like,
Right.
we see, like, you know, you get the information. We're like, oh, this is awesome. You get it real time, and you're all like, damn, this catapult's got everything.
yeah,
Like,
and then like it's
Big brother.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, exactly. So even in the weight room, they have this little like iPad thing, and then they have a little camera set up. I just realized that you can see what everything on our workout, like everything. Like I just realized that was a camera recording the whole time, and I was like, oh man. Also, you seen me mess up.
I hope Coach didn't watch today.
Yeah, I hope he didn't watch today. So I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta bring it every day because everything's recorded.
Right.
So, but yeah.
But for you, I mean, you have one of the cooler dynamics where you've got an older brother that's gone through this and was able to kind of lay the groundwork for you and talk you through some of these things. And then you also are able to do that same thing for your younger brother.
Yeah.
You know, talk about that dynamic between you three and just how that's all been able to work for you.
Now, a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, when I was younger, a little bit younger than I am now, everybody used to say, oh, you only got your offer because of your brother, this and that.
Right.
But honestly, looking at it, I was a little upset because they're discrediting my work and the work I put in, because the coach isn't going to say, oh, you're Keelin Moses, but I just know you're good. Like,
Right.
What? No, like I'm big, I'm fast, I'm versatile. Like obviously I have the traits of a collegiate player.
Right.
And they see my potential, so they're gonna offer me, you know. And obviously, what people don't understand is that these offers really aren't real. Like they're not committable until like they send you the letter.
Right.
So if I'm being honest with you, towards my senior year, I really only had 3: Oregon, Texas A&M, and LSU. Those are the only schools that sent me letters. So like, out of all the 30 plus schools I had offers from,
Right.
yeah, it looks good on social media,
Yeah.
but like, they aren't real. So like, at the end of the day, with my brother, I'm definitely grateful, extremely grateful to see that he was before me, because a lot of people don't know, like, he's one of my biggest influences. Like without him, I don't know where I would be, because he's what got me into football, you know, watching him in his process. And honestly, he taught me just watching, you know, he didn't even have to say anything. Like, obviously we would have our talks and, you know, our sit downs and our walkthroughs and our workouts. But just sitting there watching him, like everything he does, like I want to be just like him. You know, when I was younger, I felt like he was a superhero.
Right.
I felt like he could do anything. And I was like, dang, I want to be just like this dude, like just like him from the T. And then it got to a point where I started to dress like him. I started to play like him. I started to do his celebration, like everything he did. I wanted to play linebacker and running back just like him. So watching him and his process definitely helped me, you know, make my way and make my own path, because it allowed me to know what to do and what not to do.
Right.
And Emmanuel, he has no room to mess up.
No excuses.
No excuse. Like, you have two stars as brothers, to really show you what to do and what not to do.
This path works.
Yeah, it definitely works. And obviously you can see, like, he has offers from Ohio State, Florida State, Vanderbilt. Like, he has, like, and at first he wasn't like me and Dylan. You know, he was pequeño.
Right.
He was small. he was petite, and he wasn't, you know, he's just now starting to get, you know, ripped. And I'm like, I'll be looking at him sometime like, oh, you think you big? Because like the thing with him is his body is like real defined, so he looks bigger than he actually looks. You know, like he doesn't realize how big he looks.
Right.
And obviously he's a DB, but the bigger he gets, he might just turn into a linebacker because of how ripped he looks and how strong he is. So, you know, the dynamic between us three is really just following the same path, but not necessarily the wrongdoings. Because, like, obviously you've seen what we did. And not to put his business out there, but, like, there's this one school that he really, really liked. And just like me, he wanted to commit early. But why do that when in this day and age, NIL is a thing?
So much can change.
Yeah. So, like, you can negotiate. You can, you know, get your worth. Because I feel like in Dylan's day and age, he didn't have that.
Right.
In my day and age, it was getting started, but like,
cool. Man, you get a bag, bro.
Like, you could literally get a bag in high school. So like, do you, bro? Like, have fun with the process and go wherever you want. And I told him, considering I'm making what I'm making, I will continue to help you, whatever you want. I will send you money for plane flights, whatever. You could go all across the world if you want to, because I want you to have that experience. Because with me, I only traveled down south because honestly, it was just me and my mom just riding around. There was one weekend we went to Houston, Texas, and Texas A&M. The next weekend we went to Florida State, FAMU. There was another school, but I forgot.
Miami?
Miami. Like we went all over the place in one weekend, but there was only so many places I could go because like honestly, I didn't have it like that for real. But like considering I can help, I will, because I want you to experience everything I didn't experience. So the dynamic is pretty good, and I feel like, you know, the path works pretty well. So I think you should use it.
What was it like getting to play with your brother last season, your senior season, his freshman year?
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was great. Like, you think you're running away from me the whole time you're running into him.
Right.
Like, there's been plenty of instances where people will try and run towards him and not know, like, he will hit you. Like, he's not scared. And that's what makes him different from any other DB.
Right.
Like, he likes to hit. He actually wants you to run to him.
Boy,
So,
that's credit to you.
Yeah,
to you and
That's the youngest brother.
So
He got
like,
bullied.
he wants you to do that. So like, there's been times where like teams will try and pick on him and do that, but like, I don't think you want to do that because he's just as bad as me.
Yeah.
So like, you know, getting a chance to experience that, having him on the field it was really good, and that's why I told you before, I wanted to come back from my injury and play that or finish that season because I knew I wasn't going to get that back. Because honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I don't think he's coming to LSU. So like, I mean, I can't speak for his process because like he wants to be different. He wants to do what he has to do to, you know, be different and not be labeled as Dylan Moses and Keelin Moses' little brother.
Right.
Which from that aspect, you have to do things that are different, which is, you know, obviously you got Bam, you got LSU, and those are two great offers to have. But why not go up north? Why not make a name for yourself and go out west? Or maybe even go toward the east. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Just make your own story. Be your own person, and nothing's wrong with that.
And I'm sure it was pretty awesome for your mom last year to get to sit there and watch it all.
A shirt with both of us.
Split jersey.
Yeah, a split jersey.
She could have 3.
Exactly. So like, it was really cool, and you know, whenever I ain't gonna lie, it was aggravating though. It was really aggravating because like I'll tell him what to do, and he'll mess up. And mind you, I'm a hothead, but like I can control myself.
Right.
He's way worse. He is way worse. So like having him on the field, I'll, you know, talk to him, and honestly, I'll say this: at sometimes he will have problems dealing with confidence because of, you know, me being on the field with him, and you know, me, you know, overtaking the light at times. And sometimes he would doubt himself. And you know, there's this one picture I have of me talking to him because like, I'm telling him, you could play your own game. You know, I'm always here for you if you need something. If you have a question, ask. Like, just be you, be yourself, and play your game. And that's really what it is. And I actually have that picture. I don't know where it is, but I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna probably send it to y'all. But I just wanted him to play his game and not live up to, you know, me or Dylan. Like, just have fun, bro. Like, at the end of the day, it's football, and a lot of people start to let social media play a real big role in how they play. Now, obviously, social media does play a big role. You know, they got some guys that are just ranked because of their social media status, and that's facts, like genuinely. But, you know, as for social media, it helps with your marketing and NIL and this and that, but it doesn't mean nothing to the game if you're not having fun. So like, I wanted him to have fun because I feel like I told him we've had plenty of talks, and my sophomore year was one of my hardest years, but I feel like I wasn't necessarily having fun that year. I was trying to live up to being a 5-star or the #1 linebacker in the nation. Now, I did become the #1 linebacker in the nation, but I wasn't necessarily having fun because I was so worried about being at my best or being the best on the field. You can do that while having fun. Yeah. So, like, that's really what I was trying to reiterate to him, that, you know, you can have fun. You know,
it's a game.
Yeah, it's just football. Like, we grew up playing this game for fun, and now that money's getting involved, it's getting serious. Like, that should be even more of a reason to have fun. You're getting money to have fun.
To play the game.
So, like, that's just really what it is. And I'm just telling them, if you overthink it, you're gonna mess up. So, like, if you just do what you have to do and have fun, everything's gonna come.
And
promise you.
from y'all's perspective, it's such an interesting dynamic because the Moses name does bear weight in Louisiana.
Exactly.
Like what your brother did, what you've done, and now how your brother is playing at that level already.
Yeah.
And it does feel like there's an added level of pressure. You talk about like the mental part of football or trying to have like the mental health of it all.
Yeah.
But for you, I think you would be a great advocate for it. I saw you did a podcast on it.
Yeah.
But who else would you rather listen to than somebody that's been through it from a totally different dynamic
Exactly.
than anybody else? You've seen it through both lenses because of the way that your brother's recruitment played out, where he's on the cover of ESPN, the magazine,
Exactly.
in 8th grade, and he's committed to LSU, and then you see the flip to Alabama, and you see how the state can react. Like,
Exactly.
even to you, whatever you like, oh, I've got, LSU offer, and then they say stuff like this about you. He's like, right, he's
Exactly.
a kid, and he's trying to have fun with his recruitment, commitment. Like, you only get to do it once.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand how people can react that way. But from your perspective, like, how much do you think that helps with Emmanuel?
I know it helps him a lot. I know he relies on me and Dylan to really just tell him certain things. Like, there's been some instances he'll come stay at my dorm and just after practice and just talk about, his 7-on-7 that day. And I'll break down the film and ask him why are you not covering your deep third? Why are you not doing your job? Like, what did you see here? And he'll tell me and break it down, and I'll be like, okay, I have a better understanding of why you did this, but next time, just do your job. And I definitely know it helped because, like, there's been plenty of instances I felt the way he felt. I mean, I was behind the number 1 player in the nation. Like, Dylan was astonishing. Like, especially, like, bro, if you seen dude take his shirt off, he looked like Superman. And I had to live with that every day. And, like, looking at how hard he worked and his work ethic and, he lived, breathed, and just everything. Football. So, like, looking at it, you're like, dang, am I really enough for that? Can I really do that? Can I mimic that? Can I even be him? Can I replicate that? But my thing is, I wanted to make my own name. I wanted to have my own story. And obviously in our games, you could definitely tell there's a huge difference. Like, I'm gonna be honest, out of all the brothers, I feel like I'm the most fun to watch because I genuinely enjoy the game and I play the game with full emotion. Like, whenever I make a huge play, the crowd goes wild and they wait for me to go freaking crazy. Like, I go crazy. And, like, that's one of the main reasons I came to LSU, because I know I could be myself and be that animal that we can definitely so-called use. Like, a lot of people fuel off my fire, and I didn't realize that until, like, my senior year, where, like, I would say I was more in my head about doing everybody else's job instead of mine. And, like, towards the end, before I got hurt, like, one of the last games of the season, I genuinely just let it all go. I took a deep breath, and I played the game for fun.
Right.
And I realized, like, if you're in your head thinking, like,
You're slow.
yeah, you're gonna be slow. You're gonna misread. You're gonna hit the gap slow, and you're gonna overthink. Like, there's this one play that really, I'm not gonna lie, pisses me off every time I look back at it. We was playing Catholic, and I don't know what I was thinking. I know exactly what I was thinking, but I was at linebacker, and they ran a stretch play. I think the offensive lineman misread or did something wrong, but the gap was wide open. I could have killed the running back in the backfield, but I don't know what I was thinking. I think I tried
to injure this man.
I think I tried to beat him to where he was gonna be because I thought he was gonna be afraid to go into the gap. So I went diagonal instead of straight into my gap. He cut right under me, but luckily the D tackle cleaned my mess up. But, like, it's just little stuff like that. Like, I would overthink instead of, like, doing my job genuinely. And it also didn't help that I didn't start at linebacker until my junior year. I didn't play linebacker my whole high school career. I played D-line. I played DN. I played, in this day and age, I played star. I played, running back.
Yeah.
So, like, I played everything. I played everything, but exactly, quarterback, kick return. I played everything but my main position. So how can I have, some sort of practice or knowledge of what I can do besides me watching the game of football and understanding the game of football when I haven't played the position until my junior year? So the thing with Emmanuel, I take what I've learned and what I've done throughout high school and what I felt throughout high school, and I pour it all into him so he doesn't make the same mistakes, so he can be his best self. And he listens. There's been plenty of instances, not to get all emotional and stuff, but, like, while I'd come in his room, even my senior year, I felt like I was having a down year. Like that was probably one of my worst years of my high school career because I was overthinking, because I was in my head, because I felt like I put a lot of pressure on myself because I wanted this to be my biggest year. And I wanted to, I had certain goals for myself, so I wasn't necessarily having fun trying to exceed those goals. But I feel like if I had fun and played free and did my job, I would have been, once again, I would have stayed the number 1 linebacker in the nation. And I would have stayed, top 3 in Louisiana. I would have stayed top 100 in the country. But, things happen for a reason, and I lived and I learned, and I passed it down to Emmanuel so he doesn't make the same mistakes as me.
And I say this to him all the time, and it pisses him off. I'm like, dude, you can try too hard. Yeah. Because I'm very relaxed about how we go about our business. He's very much a planner. But there are times you can overstep where you're thinking about something so much that you actually end up doing the one thing you don't want to do, which is make a mistake. If you go out there and play free and have fun, then the game kind of comes to you a little bit.
Exactly. That's what I'll try and tell Emmanuel every time or every chance I get to. And I just really don't want him to mess up and overthink his way out of making
that's where the athleticism helps.
Exactly.
You are gifted.
Exactly. He's extremely athletic, and if you've seen him now, you would think he's in college. Right. He's getting bigger. The genetics thing is starting to hit. He's starting to get his growth spurt.
The Moses is kicking in.
Exactly. The Moses is starting to kick in. He's starting to actually look like a Moses, and the mindset he has, he's hungry. Because he feels disrespected. I think they have him at a 3-star right now. He's aiming to get his 4th, maybe even 5th star. But I tell him
that don't matter.
Exactly. It really doesn't matter. Because when you get to college, all that stuff goes out the door. And I've thought about that. Oh, he's a 5-star, this and that. Oh, he came in I don't care, bro. I really don't.
Put the pads on.
Exactly. Right. I ain't gonna lie. I be talking my stuff to Bauer Sharp every day.
He talks back, no doubt.
No, he does. But I'll tell him, I hope you're ready for fall camp. Excuse my friend, but I'm on that ass.
Yeah.
I want you. even Caden Durham, I'm oh yeah, I want you too. Cause even before he committed to LSU, I feel like I wasn't a huge part, but I played a part in him committing there. Cause I was it would be great for you to come here. Because when I come, the practice is going to be great. I'm going to always challenge you. I'm going to always bring the best out of you. And now that it's here, it's only a matter of time that I could be on your trail. Yeah. So, I be talking to him, my guys on the offensive side, I'm a real competitive person, really. And considering, like I said, I haven't put on pads since October. Right. I am so hungry. I'm so hungry.
Itching.
Like I said, I'm itching. I'm itching to put the pads on and just tap somebody. That's right. Just love.
Let them know.
Yeah, just let them know. Oh, he the real deal. He here for a reason. He not BSing. He actually knows what he's doing. There's been instances where I'm in my room just watching the game of football and understanding things that I can do to better my game. Right. Now I'm not gonna lie. Before I came here, I used to watch perk highlights with highlights over and over and over again to really just vision myself making those plays, and understand, at the end of the day, they're just playing football, right? They're just having fun and doing their job to the best of their ability. And I had envisioned myself, to be honest, looking at it, I can do that too. All I need is an opportunity. Yeah. And I still do it to this day. There was a couple nights ago, I was in my room watching, the overshown guy from the Cowboys. He was a rookie, but the way he played like a maniac. He played having fun. Once again, perk highlights, with highlights. Those guys are killing because they're having fun with the game. And if you truly love this game, you're gonna kill, you're gonna do whatever you want to do because at the end of the day, you're having fun. So honestly, I'm just waiting on my opportunity to show the coaches and really myself to prove to myself I'm really capable of doing whatever I can do. And I'm really capable of doing
Bro, that brother's all over. I ain't never seen one in here before.
I'm really capable of doing what I can. I just want to prove to myself that I am who I say I am. So I'm just waiting on my opportunity.
Yeah, and you talk about, first off, if you're talking about players having fun on the field, Weeks is the poster boy for it because he's smiling the whole time.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy. You just kill him and you smile. I'll be yelling and screaming, beating on my chest, thumping on the ground, but he laughing at you. He's laughing at you. It's like the Joker. I'm Oh yeah,
That's way crazy.
crazy.
Because as I was about to say, you're talking about learning the position of linebacker.
Yeah.
You're in a room with guys like Witt, West, Perk, where it's like you're going to get to soak all that information in, all that knowledge from those guys. What's it like being in a linebacker room that's built like that?
It's a blessing because, like I said, I'm legit behind 2 future Buckets Award winning finalists, and it means so much because they've been in the program, they know the standard, and they've made plays, and they're both All-Americans. So, like, they understand what it takes to get there. And I tell them, I actually asked Perk the other day, like, you know, how was your freshman year here, and how did you get on the field? Like, what did you do to maximize your opportunity? And he was just telling me, like, bruh, take special teams serious first off, because a lot of guys overlook that. But when your opportunity comes, or whenever you do get on the field, make sure you make it known that they can't keep you off the field.
Right.
So, like, do whatever you can to, like, kill your opponent in front of you, no matter what it is, no matter if it's kickoff, punt return, kickoff return, like, kill. At least you're getting on the field.
Right.
And then, like, they'll understand, like, oh, he got that fire in him.
Yeah.
We got to make a package, or we got to do this, and then with that, you got to understand the playbook and this and that. But like I said before, the playbook is not hard.
Yeah.
Now, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot from high school, but with my knowledge of the game and understanding my keys as a linebacker, it's really not that hard.
Yeah.
You just got to know your job, especially with me playing will linebacker. Like, the thing with me is, I don't necessarily want to play Mike linebacker. Like, yeah, you get paid a lot by, you know, because you're the quarterback of the defense, and you got that green dot. But ultimately, I want to do my job selfishly. Like, I don't want to have to worry about what little Jimmy got going on over there, or how to set the front. I want somebody else to do that so I can just go see ball and get ball. And I told Coach Baker that, like, you want the full potential out of me? Put me at will. He was like, okay, you're playing will. And I'm like, thank you.
There you go.
I really appreciate it.
And yeah, that'll take it right into this defensive coaching staff. Feels like a dream team with Blake Baker, Kevin Peoples, Kyle Williams, Corey Raymond, Jake, the whole crew. Like, feels like a dream team of coaches on the defensive staff.
Yeah.
Talk about those guys and kind of what they've meant so far while you've been on campus.
So far, I mean, we haven't necessarily seen them because, like, it's summer,
Right.
And I think it's illegal. I think so. Like, you know, I don't think they've really gotten the chance, or me personally, I haven't necessarily seen the full potential of their coaching. But from what I've seen in what the spring practices and, you know, a little bit of last year, like, I feel like offenses, like, coming up to this year should be really scared, like, really, really scared for what's gonna come.
Yeah.
Especially Clemson. Like, that's gonna be a crazy game to experience, especially with me actually being there. Like, I'm actually on the sideline.
Right.
I'm actually gonna be there. I might actually get a chance to play. Like,
Run it down, kick the first time.
yeah, like, that's gonna be like a crazy moment. So, like,
Hang that thing up for a second.
yeah, I'm gonna be, like, really visualizing, like, bro, I'm here.
Yeah.
And then, like, it's actually, like, in my eyes, I thought first game was supposed to be a neutral site. Why are we playing that? Why are we playing in South Carolina? Which, I mean, I'm not scared or anything. It's just, like, I feel like that's a little unfair. Like,
Big first test.
Yeah, like, who would want to play at LSU their first game?
They have to next year.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
like,
And that thing was scheduled in 2015.
Exactly.
Like, nobody thought of it, and it's like, oh, it's here.
Yeah.
It's a future problem, but now it's here. But, I mean, BK put some flame on the fire, too.
yeah. So I feel like, honestly, offenses should be scared for what's going to come, because we have the guys, obviously the transfer portal guys coming in and fitting in very well. Like, you would think, like, they're from Louisiana the way that they are now.
That's
Like,
been the craziest thing, seeing it. Like, it seems like everybody's about, like, Pyburn,
Yeah.
Delant, like, they've all meshed
Very
so
brown.
easily. Yes.
yeah, like, we're
I had to
all-
look up where he was from, but I was like, that guy screams Louisiana.
Yeah, like, we're like, you would think he's from, like, Lafayette or something, or, like, up north in Louisiana, but, like, we're all together, and I'm sitting here, like, taking it all in, like, oh yeah, this might be a good year for us. Now, obviously, we all have to be on the same page, you know, coaching wise and, you know, player wise, but I feel like we got the guys to do it. We just have to believe in our coaches and believe in the plan, and understand that the leaders can only take us so far. We all have to come together and mold together as one and be a Rolling Stone. So
And I've heard you talk about leadership before on previous podcasts, and this is before kind of LSU was kind of wayward defensively, and you were watching from the from the stands. From a fan perspective.
Yeah.
And you're like, I just don't feel like there's a real true leader on this team.
And I think that's what they were lacking last year, especially when Witt got hurt, when Pert got hurt. Nobody necessarily stepped up. But looking at it now, we have guys, a lot of guys that are hungry, that are willing to kill for the purple and gold and really willing to die on the field. You know, like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell y'all this story. We're running our
110s.
Yeah, our 110s. You know, naturally you get tired, but for me, I run next to Pert and Wes on purpose because I want to push them, but I also want to push myself because I know they're gonna be, you know, the leaders of the run. So it's kind of hard because like the coaches at first when we weren't really around the players, the summer enrollees, the coaches would tell us get our hands off our hips or get our hands off our knees.
Ain't no air down there.
Yeah, but like the players tell you the same thing. And it's hard, like you gotta twist around, act like you not tired. I do this, I try and do this. I swear, I lift my hands up and just, it look like I'm praising the Lord. I'm really trying to get some breath because I can't have my hands down here.
Right.
I'll sometimes grab my shorts. He'll still hit my hand. I'll act like I'm tying my shoe whole time. I'm getting the breath. So like, there's definitely ways to it. But like, to get back onto the story, we're on like 10, and at this point you starting to feel it.
Right.
And Wes says something. He like, man, I'll die out here for this shit. I look at him. I'm like, you got it. You got it, bro. And at that very moment, I knew what type of player he was, and definitely he continues to not only push me but the people around him. And I think he's a fifth year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like he's hungry. He wants to get a national championship. Everybody wants to get a national championship. And to do that, you have to push yourself past the limit. You have to break that comfortability and that you have to make that edge. You got to make...
You have to be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Exactly. And you know, like when you go camping and you're trying to make like a spear or something, you got to make that edge. You got to carve it until it's sharp. And I feel like we're not at our sharpest point right now, but as fall camp begins, I feel like we'll understand what we can do and can't do, and we'll continue to get sharp until, you know, August 30th come.
Then you got a spear.
Yeah.
It's time to hunt.
It's time to hunt.
The funniest thing, like now I just thought of this, like the dynamic between the Weeks and the Moses isn't that different.
It really isn't. It really isn't. So like, you know, Zach will come over to my crib sometimes, we'll talk, you know, and honestly, looking at it from his perspective, I understand you, bro. I mean, we in the same position.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's the baby, but like, you know, Witt's the middle child. You know, sometimes I'll talk to him. It's a little hard to understand with his country accent. But like, yeah, he understands. Like, they all understand because they understand, you know, the dynamic between the brothers, you know, and coming together as one and understanding, like, I mean, you're your own person. Like, Wes, I feel like is... well, in my eyes, really vocal. Witt is a playmaker.
Yeah.
I mean, he's vocal, but not as vocal as Wes, is what I've seen. Obviously, I haven't been there before, like a month and a half, but Wes will get on your tail. He will tell you.
Big brother.
Yeah, he really is. And Witt, you know, he has that edge, but like, I think he kind of lets Wes do all the talking until it's his time. So like, I mean, I kind of understand that because I'm the middle child.
Right, you're the one. I want to have fun.
Yeah, I just want to play the game. You know, I want to prove to you that I can do it. I don't want to just say it. So like, yeah, with that, I feel like it's kind of cool because like y'all understand where I'm coming from. So.
And I feel like the next question I was going to ask you about the defense's mindset, and I feel like that quote you just gave from West is like the exact replica of what the defense's mindset is going to be.
That's old LSU.
Yeah, like the defensive mindset is to attack. Right. You know. Kill each and every person in front of you, no matter who it is. Now, obviously, do your job, but like do it to your best ability because at the end of the day, our main goal is the main goal: national championship. Be able to play in January, be still around in January. So, like to do that, you have to have this mental edge to attack the day each and every single day. You have to attack your workouts. You have to be intentional with a lot of things, especially on the defensive side, like. We carry the team. We're like the heart, but the offense is the soul. You can't move or think without your soul, but you can't love the game or do this or have a feel for the game without your heart.
Yeah.
So like obviously we need each other to win the game, but like, you know, you have your significant roles as to one another. So like there's a way of saying it, but like with our mental edge, I feel like day by day we're attacking it, and I'm starting to understand like we really do have guys that are willing to, like I said, die for this game.
Right.
And to be honest, Perk will tell me like, man, you really gotta love it. Like you really do. Like no matter if you're tired, no matter if you're fatigued, you gotta love that, because a lot of people don't have the opportunity to get up and run. A lot of people don't have the opportunity to have people around them that loves a certain aspect of life just like them. A lot of people don't have what we have in general. So you should be grateful and really just love the game for what it is, because if you love the game, no matter how hard the work is to get to where you want to be, it doesn't matter. It never mattered. Ultimately, it's just football, and if you love football, you're gonna get far. So I took that from what he said and I apply it to my life each and every single day. Like obviously I love the game, but it's to a point like I ain't gonna lie, it's hot out here.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, these elements getting to me. Now obviously I don't say it, but your body language shows it.
Right.
So like you're on your knees or like hands on your knees, hands on your hip. You can't show any weakness at all, because our mental edge shows that we're ready for anything. We're ready for war. And to be a warrior, you can't show no necessary weakness at any time.
Right.
So
Because you're going up against other elite athletes.
Exactly.
If you see that, like, oh, they're done.
exactly,
Like,
if
they're
they
done.
see that, like,
You get an
oh,
edge.
yeah. If I see that you tired, I'm like, oh yeah, one last blow, I got him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you tired? All right. Now I'm finna give you my best. Oh, you tired?
They quit.
Now I'm finna kill you. Oh, you thought that was it?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm finna come with something extra. Like, you really can't show any weakness, because like in the SEC is different. Like, it ain't the Big Ten. Now the Big Ten has some good teams, but the SEC South football is different.
It's a monster.
Exactly.
They
Like,
run around 110 degree heat.
Exactly.
It's 85 up there.
It's different. It's different down south, no matter where it is. Louisiana, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Florida. Like, we have dogs no matter what it is, and dog regardless.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you one thing. You are impressive, just from a maturation standpoint. Like, I hope you know
He
it is
always
not,
has been.
it is not normal, the maturity you have, the mindset that you have. And I think we are all very, very excited to see you in the purple and gold
Yeah.
this coming
Yeah.
season.
You feel like it's the right choice, right?
Oh, definitely, definitely. Like, actually being here, like I said, it definitely feels good to know, like, I made the right choice in being here.
Yeah.
Now, I told this to, like, a couple people, like, man, I could have went anywhere and been guaranteed a starting job. I could have been anywhere and guaranteed a loads amount of money. But I'm gonna get real close. It hits different when you're really from here.
Yeah.
It hits different when you earn what you want instead of just having it. I
Yeah.
feel like if it was given to me, I would have the chance to get the big head. I would become complacent. Being here around these guys, you're nothing but hungry, because ultimately you want what they have. Oh, you got All-American, you got this and that. So like, obviously, like I said, I could have went anywhere, but it just hits different when
You earned it.
you earned it. It hits even better when you could take it from somebody. And like, the thing with me is, like I said, I haven't played a down of football since October, and it gets me real anxious to know, like, I get to hit somebody soon.
Right.
And it becomes real, like, in a week. So like, man, like, I might just hurt myself with like the feelings I'm feeling. Like, I'm really amped up because, like, dog, I haven't played the game I love in so long, and like, it was nearly taken from me, and nobody understands how that feel. Like, knowing that, oh, I was this close, like so close, maybe 1 inch from like cutting to ruining my career and becoming what? Not medically retired, but like messed up for real. Like, looking at how my brother was after his knee injury, it changed him.
Yeah.
And I can say, like, it changed me. Like, I wasn't myself when I was hurt. I stopped eating. Like, that stuff is real.
Right.
Like, the mental aspect of it is real. Like, without football, I felt like I was nothing. Just sitting on the sideline, I felt worthless. And like, considering I was a big part of the team, I felt like I needed to be there. Now, obviously, I could have been coaching the guys up, which I was doing, but like, actually being out there is different. I want to be out there. I want to make plays. I want to do what I was destined to do, what I was born to do. And not doing that, I felt like nothing. So getting the chance to do that again and thinking somebody could actually take that from me, like I said, excuse my French, fuck no. No, you're not taking that from me, because I lived, dreamed, and breathed this game. And like, growing up seeing it, like, it just hit different, bro. Like, when you're from here and being able to go around and be kids inspiration. Like, for instance, I have this tatted, be the different, in the boot right here. I never thought I would be an LSU football player ever in my life when I was younger. I never thought I could fulfill the dream, fulfill the shoes of Keelin Moses. You know who Keelin Moses is?
Right.
You know the name he carried, the weight of his name? And to say I can even get close to that, I was like, no, what? So for that, like I said, being from here, that quote, I live by that quote. You can be the difference. You can be different. You can go take the other route rather than being like everybody else. The world is so big and so many people trying to be the same person. Like, you can be different, and nothing's wrong with being unique, and you can do whatever you want. And I mean anything, because like I said, I never thought I would be here. But it took, obviously, me gaining confidence, me having fun with the game, me attacking anybody in front of me with 100% will. Like, oh, you in front of me? Oh, I'm finna kill you. Because I know I'm better than you. You ain't nothing to me. Because I feel that. And considering I feel that, now I gotta show you. Because, like, you even lining up in front of me feeling like you could do something with me, like, that's disrespect. And, like, that's a disrespect I don't take lightly.
Yeah.
Considering you can even compete with me, man, no. What?
Right.
Is that even a question? I'm better than you. And that's not cockiness. That's me being fully confident in my ability of being able to do this over and over, play and play after play again. And considering it's a college level, that just fuels the fire even more.
Yeah.
You a grown man finna lose your job to an 18-year-old.
And you have to become like undeniable.
Exactly. And now, that's not me saying, oh, Whit Weeks and West. No, I'm gonna look up to them. I'm definitely gonna, take accountability in, their jobs and understanding their leaders. Their spots are solidified. That's just what it is.
But you pushing them is gonna take them to the next level.
Exactly. So, like, coaches are going to see that and allow me to get on the field. Right. They're going to see how hungry I am. Like, I don't think people understand, like, I'm an animal being, like, waiting to be unleashed.
Right.
Like, I've been in chains for almost close to a year.
Yeah.
Like, I say, 6, 7, maybe 8 months of me not playing football, just running around better than myself. I'm a whole lot better than when I was a senior year.
Yeah.
A whole lot better. Faster. I'm running 21.8 miles per hour. 22. So I rounded up. Personally, I rounded up. So
22 miles per hour.
22 miles per hour as a freshman linebacker. Some DBs aren't running that. Some receivers aren't running that. So, like, I'm a lot bigger, stronger, faster than I was my senior year. So, like, there's only a matter of time for me to show that I'm capable of making plays, and that I am who I say I am, a damn dog.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
In a room full of them.
Exactly. In a room full of them. Exactly. So, like, not only am I ready for this, but, like, I'm ready to show the world, the city, exactly who I am and exactly why I stayed. Yeah, it's hard, but, like, who cares? I knew what I signed up for, and I knew what it was. Like I said, I could have went anywhere, and it could have been given to me, and they could have been kissing my tail. But I don't want that. I want to get it out the mud. Because when it's all said and done, I can feel accomplished.
Right.
Now, with me, I'm really hard on myself. Like, after a workout, if I don't feel like I'm tired enough or I didn't get it in enough, man, I'm in there doing abs. I'm in there doing extra curls, extra push-ups. Like I said, extra abs. If I feel like I didn't have the best player in practice, like I didn't know or feel confident with the plays, I got the VR headset on my head, reenacting the plays, reenacting being there. What is it? Virtually.
Yeah.
So like, I'm doing what it takes to be the best version of myself because I know it comes with this game, especially in the SEC level. So like, ain't no games to it. I want to be the best version of myself, and to do that, you got to be a dog each and every single day. That's just what it is, and ain't nobody gonna take that from me.
It's so interesting because I feel like a lot of that like mentality where you don't feel like you're good enough, but like everybody would say the opposite. Like,
yeah, no, I swear, like everybody says, like, oh, you're doing good, oh, you're in the right, you're just right. I don't feel that at all. I'm not comfortable with where I'm at all. If anything, I'm still fourth string.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm still not as fast as I want, not as strong as I want to be. My body doesn't look up to par to what I want it to be. So like, I can't be comfortable with where I'm at, because if I feel comfortable, I'm gonna play comfortable. And if I play comfortable, I'm gonna get smashed each and every single time. You can't be comfortable, because once you become comfortable, things start getting hard. You start to realize, oh damn, it's hot. Oh, my leg's starting to hurt. Oh, maybe this weight is a little too high. Like, what? No, you can't be comfortable, because once you become comfortable, you become a victim of
your own success.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of that, like your motivation of like proving yourself, I feel like a lot of that comes from like the family, like what your brother did. You were always looking up to that and like, damn, I'll never get there. It's like, no, I can be that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that changes you.
Yeah, like I said, I'm hungry, bro.
Yeah.
I'm hungry, and I'm ready to show and put everybody on notice, like, no matter what it is, no matter where I'm at, no matter what time or chance I get my opportunity, I'm gonna make full throttle. I'm gonna make it what it is. Like, I'm gonna maximize my opportunity, because you only get one.
Yeah.
If you mess up, you're over with.
And you talk about like you thought like it could happen like that. Like you probably have the same mentality as like Harold Perkins probably thinks the same thing. Whit Weeks thinks the same thing.
Exactly. What Harold last year was supposed to be his money year, and it was taken from him just like that. Whit Weeks season, I mean, obviously it was the last game of the season, but what, your off season is
changes your whole dynamic.
Right. Exactly. Like, you got to work back up to where you were, and now you got to worry about what mentally. Like, when you're hurt, when you get hurt, you gotta
the mental grind of it is different.
You have to restart, not only physically but mentally. That's what many people don't understand. Like, whenever I got hurt, I didn't think I would like be as fast as I would. Obviously I was a lot smaller. Like, I think I went from like, it got to a point where I went from like 215 to like 190. So like, getting back up to where I am now, I didn't think I was ever gonna be like as big as I am now. Now obviously having the PNC, it definitely helps. It definitely helps. But like, especially being on like the meal plan I'm on, shout out to Morgan for helping me. But it's just, you gotta want it.
Yeah.
Each and every day. And like, if you don't want it each and every day, if you slack one time, obviously you don't love the game like you say you do. Everything's like, you're a fraud.
Yeah.
You're faking it. Like, you acting like you so-called want it, you so-called want to be this and that, but you gotta have the mentality of, I gotta go get it. If I don't, who will?
Somebody else will.
Exactly. And I'll be damned if somebody else take my shine.
And I don't think there's any bigger testament to this than somebody who just retired. Obviously, probably the best defensive player I've ever seen.
Right.
Tyrann Mathieu, he did get it taken away from him. And that's a moment in life where you can go this way or that way.
Exactly.
And he worked it, he came back from the mud.
Exactly. So like, that's a prime example. Like, whenever the game you love is almost taken,
It was taken from him.
Yeah, it was taken from him. When the game you love is taken from you just like that, you start to realize, like, who am I without this game? What am I really gonna do? Get a job, work a 9 to 5? Like, nothing's wrong with that. But why fall victim to this so-called matrix of the world? I want to be different. I want my own story, and I want to work for it, obviously. So
only you can write it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are excited to watch you write it. It's
that's just, I'm ready to start this new chapter of my life. And this new chapter, I mean,
and you got all the LSU fans behind you.
Yeah.
It's all right in front of you.
Everybody's ready to watch you take full advantage of it and write that story. But we appreciate you coming in, hanging out with us, talking some ball.
For sure.
And we'll talk again soon.
Best of luck this year.
Most definitely.
And let's have fun.
Let's do it.
All right.
Go have fun. Go eat.
Hey Tiger fans, when you're traveling through Natchez, Mississippi, make sure to visit Tom and Wright Granning at Go Mart and On The Go Deli, where you can fill up your tank and your belly. Go Mart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need on your trip. Located at 4 Sergeant Prentice Drive as you're entering Natchez on the left. Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff, where the Po' Boys are so good you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
So round of applause for Keelin Moses.
Probably won't be the last time we clap for old Keelan this year.
No, I have a feeling we'll be standing up and clapping a whole lot for Keelin Moses when we're on the stands in Tiger Stadium in the real Death Valley. That was an outstanding interview. It was very hard for me to not put this out on Saturday right after we did it because all-timer, man. I mean, that kid is undeniable on the microphone, and he is to me, a really good look into the mindset and the focus that this defense has. You know, he talked about it a lot when he was being recruited, and then he alluded to it during the interview and off the microphone, off camera. Talked about wanting to bring back the LSU defense of old, and he is like the poster boy for that mindset. I mean, that kid is a dog. You could really see the hunger in his eyes when he was speaking. Appreciate you guys sticking through. And once again, shout out to Keelan for coming in and delivering. It was hard not to put this out on Saturday after we sat here, listened to him preach to us for about an hour and a half. And you just saw it there, 45 minutes straight of him just as impressive of a young man as you'll ever see. It's hard to believe that he's 18 years old.
Yeah.
With the mindset, the maturity that he has. And the way he just spoke into the microphone for that 40 or so minutes. 2 claps for Keelan Moses. Ready. Cannot wait to see him on the field for LSU. And I don't think he can wait either. I mean, that was the first thing he said when he walked in was, it's been since last October that I've played football. He was itching to hit something. Like, you could see it in his face. He was itching to get back on that field. No. Not at all. And he's rocking 32. From the media day pictures. They'll have another run around of the numbers as game 1 gets closer because, they'll hand out 18, things like that. Things will get shaken up. And so we'll see if he sticks with 32 or not. Obviously, 32 was Dylan's number at Alabama, what they give to the best linebacker every single year. So he gets to wear 32. He didn't seem too excited about it.
He was a little puzzled.
He didn't like 32. But I have a feeling if he sticks with it, 32 might become an impressive number.
It's it is an interesting test, like an interesting dynamic for him, I would imagine.
Yes.
Because obviously you heard how much he looks up to his brother, how much Dylan has had an impact on his life. And so I could see it going, I could see him coming around to it being like, oh, this is like an homage to my brother. But he also said, I want to write my own chapter.
He also wants to be Keelan Moses.
Right.
And that's the part that's impressed me the most about him is that, breaking out of that shadow. Dylan was on the cover of ESPN the magazine as a 13-year-old, was an All-American at Alabama, was the number 1 player in the country coming out of U-High, was the must-get player in that class, goes play for Nick Saban, and you know who Dylan Moses is when you hear the name. And when Keelan first came up in the sport, it was Dylan's little brother. Like, it was Dylan. This is the Moses brother. This is Dylan Moses' younger brother, and for him to be able to have the mindset that he's had to go out and not just take handouts because of his name or because of the Moses genes that he has, to go out there and earn it and build his own name. Credit to Keelan. Like I said, excited to watch him. Look, that's Keelan right there in the front with the ball in his hand. Excited to watch Keelan get in on the field and get to see that Moses name finally etched in purple on the back of that white, purple, and gold uniform.
Long time coming.
Shout out to Keelan for coming through and delivering. It was awesome. And just you wait for the other one in that picture. Pull that picture back up. You see Dylan. I'm in the background. You've got Keelan there on the left. You guys just wait for that one on the right there. Man. He's a dog. And Keelan said LSU might get a little bit of work on their hands to get him to campus, but I think Keelan's shown how good of a recruiter he is. We talked about Lamar Brown and things like that after. Shout out to Keelan. And we will have Cohen Eccles in here today, LSU offensive lineman. Obviously got the start on during the bowl game against Baylor. Cohen will join us. Obviously one of the position groups that's been talked about the most leading up to fall camp is the offensive line. We will have Cohen Eccles join us here in studio today. We will record it. It'll go out tomorrow morning just like today. Just like Keelan did today. Mr. Moses in the chat. Witt takes 18 and Moses is the new 40. Heard it here first. Me and Lloyd, we actually brought it up to Keelan in studio when he was in here. We were like, well, 40's become the linebacker number from Devin to Perk to Witt.
You talk about Alabama having 32. It's like LSU kind of built something with 40.
Yeah, 40.
Before you even said the number, it's like it's 40.
Yeah.
And we're like,
And then we were like, and Witt is probably going to get 18. And if you go with just giving 40 to the best linebacker.
Or the best up-and-coming linebacker.
I wouldn't be surprised if old Key gets 40, which would be
elite.
Awesome. And so, like we said, we'll have Cohen Eccles in here today.
Great placeholder for the next one.
Yes. We will have Cohen Eccles in here today.
It'll feed families.
It'll go out tomorrow at 8 a.m. And let's close it out like we do every single morning. Little dozen trivia. And then a little
first
athletic connection. Let's connect athletically first. But shout out to Keelin Moses,
the dozen
man.
is steady on your brain.
Do what?
The dozen is always top of mind for you.
Of course it is. I enjoy that one. The athletic connections have become like
it's a staple. We have to. But
yeah,
I think there's a new front runner.
New kid on the block.
It is a bit. It can be challenging.
But I appreciate you guys. Sabrion, great interview. Carl Dunn, hats off for that interview. Andrew said best interview you guys have done. Good work. Appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Don't forget about old Dardar.
Dardar was a great interview, but Keelan makes it easy, man.
Keelan did that interview himself.
He is. I mean,
we could have left.
That young man made my, like I said before, made my job easy.
Yeah.
It's literally, I was Chris Paul, and he was DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin.
Right.
Like, it's just, I'm going to put it somewhere by the rim, and he's going to win.
Put that thing down, young fella.
Shout out to Keelan. Shout out to all you guys. Appreciate y'all. Let's connect athletically. Close it out here. Linebacker, cornerback, defensive end, safety.
No, it really.
There we go.
I was hoping that would be wrong somehow.
Imagine. I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Let's
Baton,
see.
anchor.
Yep.
Exchange zone, changeover.
That sounds right. Because, okay, answer, glove, and truth, admiral. Yep. Yeah. Basketball nicknames. Run. Home run, pinch run, insurance run, earned run. There we go. I mean, that's why the dozen's on my mind first, because we crush.
I still can't believe. Speaking of Dardar, I cannot believe that happened.
I know. We fumbled with him here. We should have did it with Keelan on Saturday. Just to see.
That's an insult to his intelligence.
It would have been.
Yeah. What are we doing? But we did get Canada Day, so
we'll
run it back with Dardar.
No. Dardar will be back.
He's like,
I know.
Oh, you've never lost?
Yeah.
Oh, we're missing a square today.
Missing a square?
And it's your square.
Are you serious?
Sports.
Unbelievable. Okay. That's all right. But the good thing is now we get 9 guesses for 8 things.
This is weird. I wonder.
So we get an extra guess now.
Who built this? Yeah, it's gone.
All right.
NFL, here we come. It feels like that's the easiest one to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The 2010 Super Bowl would have been the one.
This is the New York Giants.
Oh, a 2010 Super Bowl. Okay, the Giants.
I believe David Deal sticks out for me. Do you have a different guess?
Nope. I read 2010 Super Bowl, but it's 2010s. So it's all of the 2010s.
I believe this. Let me just.
Yeah, good job. Trust yourself, my friend.
That's right. Is this
76ers, Hawks, and
No.
Did he play for the Blazers? I mean, he played for the Sixers and the Hawks.
You're right.
So I would 2001, 2003, and 2004. Was he a part of the Sixers team that made it?
Dikembe Mutombo, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Mutombo.
Because he was with AI.
He was.
Oh!
It's all right. It's all right.
You think it's Bowl?
No. He was older than that. I'm going to think on it a little bit.
That's shocking. But that was the trick.
Yeah.
They tricked me.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Where did T.J. Warren go to college? All I can think of with T.J. Warren is the frickin' bubble with the Pacers. T.J. Warren went to this ACC school.
North Carolina State? This is just...
I'm not sure. Let's come back to it. Let's do the silly ones, the non-sports ones. It's not North Carolina. It's not Duke.
Wake Forest? I think it's NC State, but I'm not playing anymore. My confidence is shot. Not really. The Cube, Quest, Juke are all models of this brand. Car, the Juke.
The Cube is the little...
the one that you can flip over.
Is it a Kia? Is it a Fiat? No, I feel like it's a Kia Quest.
Nissan.
Nissan.
If I'm wrong again, I'm going to strangle myself.
Good job. Good job. Snacks and candy. A brown wrapper with green print. Is that a Milky Way? That's the only one I can think of with a brown wrapper with green print.
I was thinking of like the... Oh, no, that's a green wrapper, like the Kodiak mint.
They said it is NC State.
Nice.
Good job. I think it's Milky Way.
Milk me. Milkman. Yes,
And then
nice.
do NC State.
Badass.
The Studio? I've not seen that.
Oh, that is Seth Rogen. I believe he's in it a good bit.
Good job.
Dwarf.
With a
What?
warrior played by Val Kilmer. Rest in peace.
That sounds like an awesome
I've
movie.
never seen this movie, but I think we might have to watch it.
A dwarf farmer turned aspiring magician who Jonathan would know this.
Yes, he
for
would know it on
sure.
the spot. Let's skip it and go back to the music. Let's finish
That's a
music.
crazy question.
Or go back to college basketball, do NC State, yeah. There we go.
Nice, thank you.
Music, we've got
Warwick Davis. I thought it was just Warwick Dunn.
The Lonely Stoners. Free is mine at
At
night.
night.
At night.
Look
Day
at
and night.
night.
That's what it's, day and night. The Lonely Stoners. Free. It's just
Night and
day in night. Right there.
Day and night. Mm-mm.
At night.
Movies. We won't know.
Willow. Seth and P-Dub say Willow. Shout out. Shout out. Shout out.
Shout out. Is it good? Like, let us know if it's any worth watching. I can't double sip. Oh, we can't because there's no other question.
Yeah.
So this is doesn't even count. Whatever.
I'm trying to think of, wait, put it back up on the screen. Let me read it again. I'm trying to think of who it would be. NBA in blocks per game in 01 with the Sixers, Hawks, and Blazers. I just don't know who played for the Sixers, Hawks, and Blazers. The Blazers throw me off. 03 with the Blazers. 2001 with the Sixers. Or, 03 with the Hawks. 04 with went from the Hawks to the Blazers. 03 to 04. I don't know.
He's a big, tall, white.
Thinking of Mark Eaton.
Mm-hmm.
Older, played for the Jazz.
Well, never. I guess we
Elton
can go.
Brand, but I don't feel like Elton Brand fits those teams to me, but I don't think he was a big blocks guy.
Sean Bradley.
Theo Ratliff.
Theo Ratliff.
Yep, I didn't know him. But congratulations, Theo. Well, there it is, 9:07 a.m. Appreciate you guys joining us this morning, hanging out with us, getting through that first hour of running through everything that happened over the weekend.
Great.
I know we missed on Friday. Sorry about that, but we're back today. Great show this morning. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Lloyd, thank you, sir. Shout out to our sponsors, AJ Sports Cards, All About Inflatables, CAS Roofing and Advising. Shout out to Chad Hodges for calling Pierce CAS Roofing and Advising, 225-910-0619. And once again, shout out to Keelin Moses. Don't forget, we will have Cohen Eccles in here today. That'll come out tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., just like Keelin this morning. Appreciate all of you. Thank you for making this possible. And thank you for playing along with us, like Lloyd said.
I love that.
We'll be back tomorrow morning, 7 to 9 a.m. Cohen Eccles in studio, getting you ready for fall camp. See you then.